What's up and welcome back to another video. Guys, if you're a fan of LEGO Star Wars, it should come to no surprise to you when I say that LEGO Star Wars Battle Packs are some of the most iconic and beloved sets in the LEGO community, especially Clone Trooper Battle Packs. Now, unfortunately, LEGO can only make so many Clone Trooper Battle Packs a year, and there's countless different ideas for LEGO to make, so many different clone legions, and just cool things that they could do. So today I've put together 7 clone battle packs that I would like to see from LEGO. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video. The first battle pack that I've put together for this video is, ironically enough, one that might actually be coming out in this next year in 2025. While I was putting this together, I got the word that there is a rumor of a 327th Star Corp battle pack coming out in the Phase 2 version. This is the Phase 1 version. I just thought that was kind of funny that I was putting this together and then I saw the leak on my phone, or the rumor, I mean. Shouldn't really call it a leak because it's not confirmed yet or anything like that. But this is still one that I would be very happy to see from LEGO in Phase 1 or Phase 2. I just chose to go with Phase 1 because it was easier to put together. But I didn't do anything crazy here. I made these guys just using the pilot/commander clone troopers right here, and then I gave them a little micro binocular, and I think they look really good. Now you would get 3 of them, well 4 of them, and then you'd also get some extra accessories to make a little commander guy right here, or Bly. I just gave him the pauldron and the little comma waist cape, so if you wanted to army build with these guys, you could just, take these off, and then you'd have just a plain guy just like this, so it wouldn't really be breaking that rule of having a named character in a battle pack, because not a lot of people are a fan of that, and I am not either. And I gave him like a little comlink device thing. I thought that looked pretty cool, but overall I would love to see this. I think they would look really good, and I think LEGO could do something like this very easily. Now I do doubt that it would be in Phase 1, especially now that we see the rumor that there is going to be one in Phase 2, but if LEGO was to do this, I would expect them to do it in Phase 2. I mean, like the rumor is kind of saying, and I am really hoping that that rumor is true, but I wouldn't count on it. For the build here, I just went with a simple little speeder in their yellow and white color scheme that I think turned out pretty good. It's just a recolor of the other speeder from the other clone battle pack from a while ago, a really good one there, so I recolored it in the yellow, and I think it works really nice with the speeder build. It's a little lazy. I know speeders are kind of overdone for battle packs, but it's just very fitting, and I would love to see this made because I think these Star Corps are very cool and very overdue for a LEGO minifigure adaptation. Next up, this one may be a little lazy. I've used this in a previous video before, but it's just baffling to me that we haven't gotten this in LEGO yet. Where is our 212th battle pack? I know that we got that one back in, what was it, 2014, but it's well overdue, especially when you have the 212th right here, and you have the perfect idea for a build just being a simple and easy crab droid. This is a custom one that I threw together. Very easy. It took me like 15 minutes to put together, not even then. That was coming up with it. It'd be even easier for LEGO with all of their resources. This would just be so easy for them to do, and it would be sell so well. I know there's some people that aren't a fan of this version of the 212th, but I mean, LEGO could technically tweak it a little bit. I doubt they would, but it would be so easy for them just to throw these guys into a battle pack, and I feel like this is probably the most likely one to be coming out, other than the rumor of the 327th. But this one I think would be really cool. I think a lot of people would love to see this, me included, and I just think the 212th are very cool and they deserve a new battle pack. But I do know they did get that one back in the day, so I would actually like to see some other clone legions get their shot at a battle pack before the 212th make their rerun appearance. But nonetheless, a very cool battle pack that I would love to see. Next up, turning to the Super Battle Pack side of things, I have the Battle on Geonosis. I think this one would be really cool and one that LEGO might actually make. For the clone side of things, there is a small Republic command station with 4 of just the Episode 2 style regs. And then going over to the Separatist side of things, there's a Hailfire droid, 2 Super Battle droids, and I wanted to just do 3 of these nice dark red, or dark tan, or dark orange, I guess. Sorry, I'm not good with colors right now for some reason. But I did only have 1, and then the 2 rocket droids. Just imagine that there's 3 of those little Geonosian style droids, but I think this would be a very good way to get these guys back. They're not expensive or anything, but they are kind of hard to come by in large quantities, so it would be very good to get 3 of them in a set. I know they're not actually being made by LEGO right now, but I mean, it's the same old mold. It would just be easy for them to throw it right back on the line with the different plastic. And then the Hailfire droid, I'm actually a huge fan of Hailfire droids. I think that we need to see another one in LEGO, because this is the older one from the set back in the day, and I think an updated version is well overdue, and I think this would be very good. It's very balanced out. Maybe Lego would downscale it a little bit, but I think this does kind of fit that $30 mark, or, well, I mean, unfortunately, looking at some of the leaks, it might even go up to $40 for these super battle packs, which I'm hoping that it doesn't, but I would love to see this. I think it's very rounded out. You have your separatists to fight against your clones, which I think would be very good. I think you get some good builds in here, and just having the regs so readily available to army build is always nice. It's probably my favorite kind of Clone Legion to army build, just all of the plain clone troopers, because they do look really good in numbers. And also getting you the ability to build up your droid army with some more unique droids. I know we get the super battle droids very often now, but if you were to get some of those Geonosis style droids, it would be very nice, as well as some Hailfire droids to bulk up your army as well. This is one that I would really like to see from Lego. Next up is the Wolfpack Battle Pack. Now, unfortunately, I had to use fake Lego for this because I cannot afford all of these guys at $60 a piece. So that is why I want Lego to make a battle pack. I love the Wolfpack. They're some of my favorite clone troopers, but they are so damn expensive. So I would love to get a battle pack of them so I could actually just army build them and not have to break the bank. I do apologize for having to use fake Lego on this channel. If this video gets 5 likes, I'll blow them up with an M80 on the next vlog and get rid of them. But I needed them for this video just to get my point across that we need the Wolfpack to make their way back in Lego Star Wars. If not in a battle pack, just in any way, I would be happy because they're super sick and they're too good not to have a battle pack of. Now, I paid a little bit of homage to their previous appearance when they came out in the AV7 canon. I gave them just this mini build right here, which is pretty good. It would be cool to see in their colors, but I just didn't know what to do because otherwise it would just be gray and it wouldn't look too good. So I've got it in the nice Republic colors right here, and you would get 4 of your Wolfpack clone troopers. This one tricked out with some stuff and a minigun to be a heavy. He's got the little visor right there and the pulge, or the comma right there, and a minigun. It would be nice. You could just take those off if you don't want them either, so you could continue just to have your 4 regs, or 4 Wolfpack regs in here. This is one so overdue. I love the Wolfpack. I know a lot of other people love the Wolfpack and have been advocating to get a Wolfpack battle pack at some point. So I really hope that Lego does this at some point. I have no doubt that it would sell. Like, literally, I feel like it would be one of the best selling battle packs, maybe apart from the 501st battle pack and some of the ones back in the day when they were like $10. But overall, would love to see this one. The Wolfpack, way overdue for their battle pack. But let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have another super battle pack, the Battle on Kashyyyk. This one's that I would love to see. I love the Kashyyyk troopers. They're some of my favorite clone troopers that Lego has ever made, and I would love to see an updated version and a remake of them. I mean, ideally, they just re-release these guys, but they wouldn't do that. And I did decide to go with 3 of the regs and 1 of the scouts, but I think it might be better for Lego just to go 2 and 2. But either way, I would be happy. Now, for the clone side of things, I didn't really know what to do. I gave them a nice green colored speeder because I think it looked pretty good. But I think there's just a ton of different options for the builds here, especially on the separatist side. I think a snail droid would be really cool, but I don't know how they could do that in a battle pack build. I would just rather see that come out on a set on its own. So I went with a little spider droid right there, a little dwarf spider droid, and then I did 3 of the Kashyyyk troopers, or Kashyyyk droids, and 2 of the super battle droids, as well as a little staff speeder up there. Now, there are a bunch of different things that they could do for the builds, and I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do for this, but I do think just the idea of this, I just want a Kashyyyk Trooper battle pack. I don't really care what the builds are, to be honest. I just want the Kashyyyk Troopers to come back because I think they're so cool. But I would love to see Lego do something like this, or like a playset scale of the Battle of Kashyyyk could also be really, really cool. But I really just want to see the Kashyyyk Troopers, and I think this is a very good way for Lego to give them to us. Now, I don't really know what to call this next one. I am not a vehicle builder, and I thought that I could make a cool little transport, but I didn't really have the pieces that I needed to do this, so we'll just disregard the build. This is just a Shock Trooper battle pack with 4 Shock Troopers. I think it would be a very good way to get them and get them army buildable. I know it's not really one that's high priority for a lot of people because we've just got them in a couple of sets already, and there already is one of them in a battle pack, but I do still think it's on the table for Lego to make a battle pack of just the Shock Troopers. Now, ideally, I'd love to see the gray version, the Imperial version. I think those would look super, super cool, and I think that would be a great battle pack, but I don't really think that's something that Lego would do. Honestly, they could. All they'd have to do would be change the color of the printing, I think, but overall, this was just a quick, simple one that I threw together that I would expect to see from Lego. The build is just a small little carrier where you can have your clone in the front, and then in the back, you have a spot for the rest of your clones and a little bit of cargo. This is one, the build, not really good at all, but I do think that Lego will make a Shock Trooper battle pack at some point in the future. Ideally, it would be the Imperial Shock Troopers, but I don't really think that's something that Lego would do. And last but definitely not least, we have the 187th Clone Trooper Battle Pack. This is one that I really want. I think the 187th are super, super cool. I don't know if it's just because I like the color purple or I don't know, something about them. I think they look really good and I would love to get them again in LEGO because they only ever came out in the Republic fighter tank. Now, I think this is one that LEGO definitely could do, but I also don't think that it's one that they will do. Unfortunately, I feel like this was a one-time thing to get them, and I'm very grateful that we did get them. I'm happy that LEGO went for something pretty niche for the Republic fighter tank because it's really cool, and I love that we have these guys. Now, for the builds, I went for a bit of an armored assault walker right here, where you're gonna have your minifigure sit right up in and control, and it's an okay build. I don't think LEGO would do something like this because it's not like a canon thing. I feel like they would just go for some sort of speeder or something like they always do with their battle packs. And then I have this little like barrier for them to sit behind, post up, and shoot over. I just think this would be a nice little battle pack build, but let's be honest, you would be getting this for the 187th Clone Troopers. I think they're really good. I decided just to go with 4 of the regs and leave the Airborne Troopers out because the Airborne Troopers are technically the commanders, and I don't know, I also don't like the printed wastegapes on them, so I just figured that this would be the best way to do it, and I really love these guys, and I hope that LEGO does, if not a battle pack, I hope that they include them in more sets to come, because I think they're really cool, and I hope that we get more clones like this in the future. And that was all 7 of the battle packs that I put together for this video. I would be happy to see any one of these, but let me know down below in the comments which one of these battle packs that I put together was your favorite and which one you want to see LEGO put out the most. As well, if I missed any, if I want to do a sequel to this video, let me know what clones you'd like to see in some other battle packs as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. Drew signing out.